What is going on, everyone out there in YouTube land? Today we're going to check out a dual coil RTA, this one coming from Coil Art, and this is the Mage version 2. And you're probably wondering, why the hell does it look so weird? That's because I'm an idiot and I put the stainless steel build deck on the black and gold tank section. So yes, ignore that. I got a dual coil, a dual coil, you idiot. 0.1 build in here. Got it loaded up with some of the delicious peanut butter custard known as Sourin from Paradigm. Very good stuff. We're going to have a vape and also real awesome giveaway coming up in the video. So make sure you guys stick around, put your seatbelt on, grab a smoke, relax, and let's enjoy the video. Here we go. Let's have a vape. Don't grab a smoke. I was just joking. A nice, warm, rich vape off this Mage V2. Now, the Mage V2 was sent over directly by Coil Art for the purpose of this review. If you guys are looking to pick one up, I did do a search online. I wasn't aware of this, but Coil Art actually sells direct from their website. Going price from Coil Art around $39.99. I did see it at other websites for around $35, so if you shop around, you may get it for a few bucks cheaper. Inside the box for the Mage V2, you're going to get the Mage V2 RTA, which will include an 810 drip tip, 510 drip tip adapter. You'll get a standard glass tank, a bubble tank, some extra O-rings, post screws, and your Allen key. Now the Mage version 2 is available in all stainless steel. We got black and gold, and then we have a black and rose gold, so it's available in 3 different colors. This one measures 24 millimeters in diameter at the base. Along the top, they're going to include this nice black and gold 810 drip tip, and if you're not a fan of the short stubby tip, you can use all your standard 810 and 510 drip tips. And we do have top fill on here. Top fill is really easy. We got a lot of knurling around the top fill ring, and to fill it up, all you're going to do is just remove the top fill cap, and you got 2 very large fill ports at the top. Now they will include 2 tanks inside the kit. You're going to get a 3.5 ml glass tank that you see here, and the 5.5 ml PCTG tank, bubble tank, that you see here. Now we do have 3 airflow holes at the bottom. Each of the airflow holes measure 10 millimeter by 2 millimeter. And of course you can close off the airflow for a more restricted vape. We do have stopping points on the airflow control ring to make it a little bit easier to remove the base. And then at the bottom, we do have your gold-plated 510 pin with the Mage V2 logo. As you can see, the laser etched into the finish. Now, we have 3 airflow slots, and you would think this RTA has a lot of airflow, but honestly, it's a little bit restricted. It's still a direct lung inhale, but I think most of the restriction comes from the reduced chimney that we have. If you look at the chimney right there, I measured the chimney diameter to be around 5.8 millimeters in diameter, so it is pretty restricted, but it does give you a nice, warmer, more saturated vape. And if we break down the tank, you'll see that we have a 2-piece tank section. Screw that. And there's going to be your bubble tank, and your chimney and your top cap are all one solid piece. Checking out the build deck, we have a 24-karat gold-plated stainless steel postless build deck. This is a dual coil build deck. We got 4 terminals. Each of those terminals measure 2.5 millimeters each. We do have side-mounted hex screws in the post that you can see right through there. Dual wicking slots. The wicking channels are kind of small on this one, so you will have to comb your cotton and trim it. They do state the measurement on the wicking channels 3 millimeter by 10 millimeters, so I guess they're okay size, but I wish they were a little bit bigger. Now we do have the honeycomb airflow. We have 29 1 millimeter air holes on here. I didn't actually count it, but they do say 29, and it looks to be around 29. Peak insulator in the center, separating the positive from the negative, and building on it's fairly easy. The only thing that I wish they did differently were mount the terminals, the holes, the opposite way. You could see how the length is kind of going side to side, and when you mount your coil like this, if you're using, like, let's say a staple coil, tricore fuse Clapton, you'll notice that the leads are kind of flat. So when you mount them in here, you'll see the wire is kind of facing the opposite way If you guys can kind of see what I'm saying there. So even though this fits in there, when you go to screw it down, the post screw likes to crush and twist up your coil. What you could do is you could twist your leads, but it just makes it a little bit harder to do that. I think by mounting the coils or the holes the opposite way, turning them a little bit, just would have made mounting your coils a little bit easier. Now here's the build that I've been using, and I'm using these new coils that Coil Art offers, and I'll show you these coils in a moment, but this will give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. Now if these holes were mounted the opposite way, these leads would fit in there a little bit easier, and the post screw would actually grab the wire, you know, it actually get, I think it would contact better with the actual wire with the screw head. So not too sure why they decided to mount it sideways like that. But regardless, still pretty easy to build on, no complaints there. The one thing you got to keep in mind though, these are 3mm inner diameter coils, so you can fit dual 3mm, but because the wicking channel is a little on the small side, you're going to have to really trim your cotton. So brush your cotton as much as possible, trim it, because you don't want to overstuff and you don't want to pack the cotton down inside the channel, because if you do, you're going to get dry hits. So I got it all wicked up, and as you can see, I really trimmed the cotton. I fluffed it out, and you want to make sure, once again, I know I say this a lot, but it's very important, that you don't pack the cotton down inside there. And you can see how I have a little bit of space inside of there, so that way air can get in there, move around, the juice can flow evenly, and just make sure you don't pack it in there. As long as you don't pack it, this thing will wick up nice and fast with no problems. Beautiful job, I must say. And real quick, I want to show you guys these new coil offerings from Coil Art. Pre-made coils come with Japanese organic cotton pads. They have the Clapton coils, they have the fused Clapton coils, they have the flat Claptons, and they have the triple fused Claptons. And these are actually pretty nice. I'll have links for these coils in the descriptions, and I will be doing a giveaway for all these coils, including a Mage V2 RTA somewhere in the video. So let's talk a little bit about the Mage V2, and then we'll talk about the giveaway that's going on here. Now, I don't remember the Mage, the version 1, the original one. It's been quite a while, so I can't really compare it to the version 1. But what I can say is I'm pretty impressed with this RTA. I love the warm, dense flavor that I get off of it because of that restricted chamber, or I don't want to say chamber, the restricted chimney on there, the smaller chimney section. I think that's what's giving it a more of a warmer, more dense flavor, richer flavor depending on the liquid that you're using. Like this peanut butter custard, really rich tasting with this particular build. Now I do have it at a 0.1 with a dual coil, so of course it's going to run kind of hot, but you would think you would have tremendous amounts of airflow with 3 air slots and 29 air holes on the inside, but once again, I think because of that chimney, I think it's going to be a little bit restricted. So it is a restricted direct lung RTA. Let's keep that in mind. It's not, I mean, you can blow clouds with it, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a little bit more on the tighter side. Now, I did build a tool for this, and we're going to start using this tool to test the airflow on these atomizers. And this will give us an accurate reading and let us know the exact air pressure that we're getting off these atomizers. And this is the tool right here. We're just going to call it the airflow pressure valve tube. And what you do is you place this on the top cap of your atomizer to check the airflow. So let's do that right now, shall we? And you don't want to put the tool too far in your mouth, because if you do, you might choke on it. So just put the head of the tool in. Getting a really nice reading off this thing, and I'm getting an airflow reading. It's actually malfunctioning because the screen is not working on it, but I can tell you that the airflow on this thing is nice. It's nice and restricted, which gives it a nice, warm, flavorful vape. Now, the drip tip that it comes with, not really a fan of it myself. It's kind of a low, kind of chubby drip tip, but I have been using my preferred drip tips on here. 810 style, no problem whatsoever, and I do enjoy that. The top fill is nice, you know, it's a simple top fill, unscrew it. The knurling is kind of, when you get it out of the box, it's a little rough, but after you use it for a while, it starts to smoothen up a little bit. So no complaints there. I do like the fact they include the bubble tank in the box, and I've been enjoying the bubble tank. I love the way the bubble tank looks. Not so much on the Polish edition because we do have the stainless steel build deck with the black tank, which was my mistake because I put the wrong pieces together. But yours won't look like this. You'll have black and gold or all stainless steel. Airflow setting, you know, like I said, we talked about that, a little bit restricted. Building on it is easy, very easy. I wish they kind of moved those air slots or those post holes or terminals the other way so they were facing the correct way, so when you drop your coil in, it drops perfectly into place. You're not going to have a hard time unless you're using a really wide coil, like a staple coil or something. Then you might struggle a little bit. And you might find that when you screw down the post screw, it might end up twisting the lead and whatnot, so be careful with that. The wicking channels are a little small, so if you throw three dual 3mm coils in here, you're gonna have to really brush out and comb and cut that cotton so you don't end up packing it in those wicking channels. But if you build it right, it's a nice, warm, saturated vape, beautiful flavor, and I don't know, it's a good tank. I've been really enjoying it, very impressed with it. Coil Art did an amazing job, and I don't think I would change much of anything. The terminal holes, I might turn them once, that's it. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy with everything on here, and that's it. That's all I got for you guys today on the Mage version 2. If you have any oh, wait a minute, I forgot about the giveaway. My bad. Slow down. Relax. Goddamn relax. All right, so they did send over an extra. Got one right here. And I did save up these coils for you guys. I used one pack myself, but we got 1, 2, 4 packs of pre-made coils. And we got an RTA. We got coils. What about a mod? I'm going to be generous. I'm in a generous mood today. Let's toss in a V-Boy. A blue V-Boy. There we go. Let's make sure it's blue, though, because there's a red sticker on the front, and I don't want to end up giving you a red one because I love red, but yes, there you go. It is blue. Very nice. So you get a blue V-Boy, you'll get the Mage V2, and you'll get 4 packs of pre-made coils. What do you got to do? Make sure that you are a subscriber, like the video, comment below. Once we hit 600 likes. Yes, I'm asking for a lot. 600 likes, and we'll announce the winner. We'll take everyone's name, throw it into a randomizer, choose one lucky winner, and that's it. Now, if you have any questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. Please hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to everyone very, very soon. Make sure you guys build safe and vape on.